Oh, Madison! I need to speak with you. My mother's long-term nursing care has just been authorized.
What are you talking about, Anthony? What nursing care?
It's already been decided that I take over the house, and all the other things that go along with it. So tomorrow, you're going to quit your job and take care of my mother. That would be great!
I don't get what you're saying right now. Everything's happening at such a fast pace that I'm not getting the full story here.
Madison, don't be ridiculous. This isn't the time to start playing dumb, you know. I talked to my brother about what to do with my mom. Rather than put her in an aged care facility, it's better to have family who are nearby to take care of her. It's tough for my brother right now, and he's got a child to look after. You need to quit your job as soon as possible and take care of her. Isn't that the most obvious solution to all of this?
Why are you trying to solve all these problems when you haven't even consulted me about them? Don't we talk things out first, then work to solve the issue? It seems to me that you're being quite unreasonable towards me. You can't just decide things for me. If you talked to me about this, I would have said I like my job and I want to keep working. I have no prior knowledge of nursing the elderly or anything like that. It would be such a struggle for me. Besides, I only see your mother a couple of times a year, and that's during Thanksgiving and Christmas. Rather than me take care of her myself, it would be easier to put her in a care home where she gets looked after properly by professionals or people with more care experience.
What did you just say? All your words are just so muddled up that it loses all meaning, don't you see that? This is a family decision, not just yours. I'm already getting her luggage moved into our house today.
You've got to be kidding me right now. Really, Anthony?
Not kidding, dear. Tomorrow, my mother will be living with us in our house. What's the problem? If something happens, are you afraid that it'll be your fault or something?
Yes, but I really do think you're being too pushy right now. You're not considering any of my decisions.
Madison, you're a woman, all right? It's not your responsibility to work or anything like that at all. I'm the one who needs to be responsible and earn money because I'm the man of the house. Don't you think it's more normal for you to quit your job? You're the woman, of course, so it wouldn't look so bad if you did.
This whole thing is completely one-sided, Anthony. Are we even going to have a proper discussion about this? This is so cruel. Can't you just listen to how I feel about this?
There's no room for discussion. I've already made the decision, so there's no point in complaining about it. So with that, from now on, you're taking care of my mother, and that's final. Also, just because you need to take care of her, it doesn't mean you can cut corners with the housework, alright? As my wife, it's your duty to serve your husband's family. It's only natural that I ask that of you.
Well, you couldn't sink any lower than what you just said to me, Anthony. I thought it was impossible that you'd act like this towards me. It would have been nice if you'd given me the time to talk all this out with you. I guess you're just going to make me do all this now.
Oh my god. Today has also been so exhausting. I still haven't finished up at work. I envy you so much right now. You can just laze about at home since you're a housewife. You've got such an easy, laid-back life. Just living off the money that I earn and work tirelessly for. With that, I bring that home to you every month. It's like you're a blood-sucking parasite.
Would you please cut it out, Anthony? Is this what it's going to be like between us day after day whilst you work and I'm here? What do you even want me to say to that? You're the one that wanted me to do this, didn't you? You're the one who wanted me to quit my job and take care of my mother-in-law when I shouldn't be the one who does. Of all things, I can't stand being called a parasite.
Oh, come on, Madison. It's all okay. You're a housewife who can be at home and not stress out about anything. I'm the one making money because I need to.
Do you really think that I'm not stressed over anything whilst I'm at home?
Hey, you've been relaxing at home all this time, so what's there to stress about? I would think that you're having fun, Madison.
Fun? Are you serious, Anthony? The only time I have to relax is the moment when my head hits the pillow and I can go to bed and sleep. You are the person that asked me to take care of your mother in the first place. Of course it was going to be a huge task to take on and a stressful one at that. Also, why are you being so sarcastic when you're saying I'm having fun? Why would you say that when it's not true?
But isn't it so nice to be a full-time housewife, my dear?
You wanted me to quit my job, but you continue with your sarcasm and treat me like crap every day. I'm so fed up with your attitude, Anthony. What if I started acting like that towards you, huh?
If I was living a life like yours, it would be so awesome. I envy you for only having to care for someone and live off someone else. You're just a human-sized parasite that's mooching off me. So stop being an arrogant woman.
Okay. If you envy me so much, how about we try swapping duties so you're at home and I go to work?
Whoa, really? For real? I feel so incredibly lucky right now.
Yeah, for real. I'm down to do that. Let's just switch positions. You can quit your job so that you can stay at home, and I'll go back to work and earn money for us.
That's such a god-tier suggestion, my dear. Do you really think that you'll be able to make enough money to keep us afloat? Oh no. You know what? I just wanted to quit my job already. I'll take you up on that offer. This is great.
You seem overjoyed, Anthony. All right. From now on, you can take care of your mother and the housework. I would very much appreciate that.
Okay, gotcha. So, I'll just quit my job today then.
Oh, what? Really? You're going to quit today? Are you sure that's what you want to do?
What's up? Do you want to do all of this by yourself or something?
That's not what I mean, Anthony. When I had to take care of your mother, I just immediately quit my job. Since smashing all this out might not work, why don't you just take a break instead of quitting altogether? It would be better to just take a month off under the care for parents leave that you have.
That means I'm only making a half-hearted decision about all of this. If I've been given the chance to quit, then I'm going to quit my job and stay at home. Besides, anyone can be a full-time housewife. The only thing my mother does is sleep all day, so I don't have a huge amount of work with her. I'll have so much free time that I'll have no idea what to do with myself.
Yes, that's somewhat true. I suppose it would be fine to just do what you please. Of course, I can't guarantee anything. Having to do housework and look after an elderly person is harder than you think.
Yeah, whatever you say, dear. Even if you somewhat try to throw me off the idea of quitting with your words, it's a waste of time. I'm going to quit and come back home. Today, I'm going to quit and I'm not looking back. Can't take back what I said now.
I see. Well then, I'll go back to working like I did before.
Will you be able to get back into the workforce so easily, though? You're just a girl!
I was in a technical position before I quit, so I can go back to it without any problems. You're so hyped up about this now, but you'll soon realize the reality of it all. Don't forget that I advised you on that, alright?
What time are you going to come home?
Well, I still haven't finished work yet, Anthony.
You need to hurry up, finish your work, and come home this instant! I can't do this anymore! It's impossible!
Why? Of course you can make dinner for us, can't you?
You're talking about dinner right now? Are you trying to mess with me or something? I've come to the conclusion that doing all this work is completely impossible! Don't you get how hard it is to look after someone?
I understand everything you're saying, Anthony. However, did you say that you've got a lot of time to do that 2 weeks ago?
It's not like when you were at home, though. Things are entirely different now.
I don't think things have changed that drastically from 2 weeks ago. The only thing that's changed in these last 2 weeks is our duties at work and home, no?
That's enough out of you about this! You need to get back home now!
I'm tired from working all day. Do you really think I want to come back home and do all the housework as well? Don't you understand that I want you to take care of your own mother?
What are you talking about?
While you were working, did you not think that it would be better for you to look after her than me since she's your mother? You're not trying to make me do things that you don't want to do, are you?
But it would be nice if you could help me out. If you asked me for help when you were at home, I would have done that for you.
Is that so? I don't remember ever you being at home when I asked for help. You weren't there at all. I knew something like this would come up eventually.
What's that supposed to mean? What are you trying to say?
I didn't think you're suited to either housework or taking care of people. I thought it would stress you out to the max. You came to that conclusion faster than I could have possibly imagined.
If you knew that, then why didn't you tell me? What the heck?
I thought I did tell you something along those lines, though.
Ah! I guess it doesn't matter anymore. You now get what I'm going through. I'm already so tired from doing so much, Madison. You should be doing what you're good at. Nursing people and doing all the housework are a woman's job after all. So with saying that, we'll go back to our original roles.
I refuse to go back to doing housework and looking after your mother.
Excuse me? What did you just say to me?
I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. But I'm very active at work and I'm doing well in my job. You look down on me as a useless woman who can only be good at doing stuff at home. To tell you straight, I'm needed in my job, and I like it.
So what are you trying to say? So what's going to happen?
Listen to me then. I was happy when you wanted to switch roles as I wanted to continue working. You convinced me to swap with you, and that's what I did. What I didn't need in my life is not to have a job when you told me to quit and take care of your mother. You started all of this.
What? Me? What did I even do to you?
In fact, until now you've been doing nothing but talk bad about what I'm trying to do and looking down on me as nothing but a slave. You can't do all these things that I did by yourself, can you? Up until now, you've just been throwing commands at me left, right, and center with such a sense of arrogance. Did you think that you could increase the amount of time you've been spending on cheating or something?
Huh? What are you bringing up about me cheating? I don't get it.
I'm sorry, but caring for your mother and doing the housework is harder than you think it is. From the very beginning, I thought that it was something that you couldn't do very well. You couldn't even last 2 weeks, Anthony.
That's enough! Stop hassling me so much, Madison! Stop making a fool out of me! It's not funny! I'm good at my job. I just want to go back to how it was before. I'd rather work than be here. I think I'll go crazy if I had to stay at home all the time. You should be able to take care of someone way easier than I would, since you're a woman.
Even if it's your own mother. Yes, you should. Soon enough, you'll be nothing but a stranger to me. Do you really think that there's a need for me to take care of her?
Excuse me? What do you mean I'll be a stranger?
Oh, I forgot to mention this. By the way, you quit your job, right? Say you want to go back now to that job. Do you think you'll be able to go back to it soon?
What you're saying is complete and utter gibberish, Madison. Of course I could. I was a competent employee who always went above and beyond to do the best work possible.
But when you quit your job, nobody stopped you from doing so, right?
What the heck? What's that got to do with anything that I'm wanting to do now, in the present? I've been working non-stop for the past 5 years. Surely I'll be able to return.
Well, that must be such a relief for you. Even if you were to get rid of me, would you be able to live on your own from now on?
Huh? Get rid of you? What's that supposed to mean?
I just don't feel like dealing with you anymore after the way you've looked down on me as a woman. There's no point in being married, so I was intending on getting a divorce from you. I also have proof of you cheating on me, so I can file for a divorce right away.
No, wait, what? Madison? What are you talking about? You seriously think I'm cheating on you or something?
I'm also going to file a claim to get alimony after you, since you've been having an affair. I would get ready for that if I were you.
Now hold up a minute. Alimony? Divorce? What the heck are you saying right now? You can't do that to me. I'm your husband. Even though I quit my job and switched roles from you, you still would want to divorce me? Aren't you being a bit selfish here?
Who's the one being selfish here? I think it's you, you piece of trash. You said you wanted to switch roles, didn't you? Even so, I wanted to go back to the way it was before I had to care for your mother because I wasn't doing so well. Didn't I discuss this with you?
What did you discuss with me? I don't even remember that at all.
First, I advised you on not to quit your job and to just try and take a break. But you just went and quit, didn't you?
That's right, yes. But everything's fine now. There's absolutely no issues. I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear you talk about divorce. If you were going to get a divorce from me, I wouldn't have quit my job.
But I told you now that I would divorce you. Do I have to keep explaining my reasons to you over and over again? I was waiting for the perfect time to get proof of your cheating scandal, and now that time has come. I'm actually looking forward to divorcing you.
What? You're looking forward to it? Are you nuts? But you were just a housewife!
Of course. But I wanted to continue working, and then all of a sudden you designated me to being your mother's caregiver when I didn't want to be. You forced me to quit my job. I was desperately wanting out of it, as it was something so unfamiliar to me, and all you did was look down on me. Then you go and have an affair behind my back. My love for you is officially worn out.
What affair are you on about, Madison? There's nothing going on!
I guess it's just a waste of time trying to even tell you about how I feel right now. I've got all the evidence I need. Here. My love for you has gone cold, and I never want to see your face again. I'm going to divorce you, and I will claim my alimony from you, all right?
Are you seriously going to go through with what you said? But I want to go back to my job!
If you can go back, then why don't you just try to go back? Even though you're saying all this to me, you'll still be in a lot of trouble.
What about the nursing care for my mom? If I want to go back to work, who will be able to look after my mom?
Isn't that a problem that you need to deal with yourself? You're just a nobody to me now, Anthony. Sorry, not sorry. Why don't you just hire someone to care for her and you go back to work? Please stop using me to solve all your problems. I'm so over it. You'll need to hire a lawyer while you're at it and secure the money that you need to give me. The divorce proceedings are definitely going to fall in my favor.
Just wait up a second and calm down, so we can talk about all this quietly!
Oh, don't worry, I'm calm. I just want what I'm owed by you since you've put me through a lot of hardship. Considering how you've treated me so far, it's only natural for me to act cold towards you, isn't it? On that note, good luck, you piece of trash that's got nothing going for him. It's such a shame that you couldn't enjoy your job as a stay-at-home husband. In the end, Madison refused to give up on what she wanted, and it seems that she got her divorce from Anthony. After that, one day, he tried to quickly return to work. He was laughed at by his boss and was originally subjected to being laid off. It was clearly told to him that he couldn't return to his original job. He's currently looking for a job while also taking care of his mother. He used his savings to pay for the alimony. That meant he couldn't afford to hire a caregiver and was always super busy. It's said that he's aged considerably in such a short span of time. On the other hand, Madison's enjoying her job again, and it seems she also enjoys living alone. It seems that Anthony was the one that got in trouble after the divorce was finalized. Even though he's only just realized his reality now, it's too late to go back.
Hey, Leah, I don't know where you are, but Zoe is coming over in like an hour.
Really? That's a surprise because she only visits on holidays. Did something happen?
Nope, she is actually going to be living with us from today.
What? Wait, doesn't she live with her husband?
She got divorced and has nowhere to go.
This is too sudden, but you are really nice to let her live at our house. This is until she finds a new place, right?
Of course not, she'll be living with us permanently. I invited my parents over to live with us as well because it'll be easier for them and we can help each other when something happens.
Your parents visit us every weekend. Do they need to live with us?
Yeah, because they live about 2 hours away and Zoe needs them, especially now.
It's a good thing you love your family, but why didn't you ask me beforehand? There are things you need to think about.
I thought that you were okay with it, plus what things?
Like space? There isn't enough space for all of us, plus I work from home and I don't want people making noises while I have meetings because I won't be able to focus. Also, money? We can't financially support everyone.
Yeah, and why don't you just find somewhere else to go, like the library or your friend's house for your job? About the money, how about just finding another job? Don't you know that my little sister is heartbroken now and needs our support?
I can't go somewhere else because my company has strict security to prevent info leakage. Are you serious about the job? I work full-time, unlike you, who only works 2 times per week. So why don't you find another job?
Yeah, I work 2 times per week, but longer hours than you, so that's enough for me.
There are people who work full-time like me who work 8 hours 5 times per week.
Don't you just sit there and do stuff on the computer, though? I use physical strength, so I gotta take a rest a few days.
Yeah, but I get tired mentally, but I just shake it off and work. Working's not easy, you know? You're just slacking off and think it's okay because you can rely on me whenever you're in trouble.
Hey, I'm not slacking off. I work hard, but I sometimes need help. Why don't you experience my job once, then you'll know.
You have to be responsible for your own life sometimes, you know? If you say that, why don't you experience mine also?
It's just copying and pasting and typing, so it should be easy peasy.
We're not going anywhere with this, so let's put this conversation aside and focus on your family living with us.
You brought this up. Look, if you want to complain about my family and my job, then why don't you just leave?
What, me? You're kicking your own wife out?
Exactly, my family comes first.
I'm part of this family too.
No, you're not. Seems like you don't want my family to live here, so I really don't care about you anymore. Why don't you just find a new place to stay?
I never said I don't want them here. I just told you let's talk about this once. Find a new place to stay? That's too sudden.
If you can't find anywhere, then how about that doghouse in the backyard? It was Oreo's, but he passed away 5 years ago and I left it there. He'll probably fit because he was a large breed.
Are you being serious right now?
Yep. Hey, living in a doghouse doesn't sound that bad.
You're pissing me off, so I'll go talk to Zoe about this. Hey, Zoe, I heard you're moving back here. Is everything okay? Didn't you hear anything from Hike? Of course not. Yes, I'm going to live there from today, so did you pack your bags? You're gonna leave, right? What? You want me to leave also? Yeah, because I only want to live with my family. So it's gonna be a problem if you're there. I told Hayek about this and he said that he would look into doing something about it. He happened to talk to me about that something a few minutes ago. Oh, really? Well, now you know. Can you hurry up and leave? I need about 2 to 3 days to pack my things because I work every day, plus it's too sudden. Do you even have things to pack? I remember you being a minimalist. I can help you if you want. That way you can leave earlier. No, that's fine. I don't like people touching my stuff. Can I tell you one thing that I want you to do? Things have changed at your parents' house, so you should talk to them instead of your brother because he's an idiot and probably won't understand how serious it is. After you hear everything, you probably can't kick me out. What things? Are you saying this because you want to stay there? No, it's just that you should know the truth. What truth? I bet it's an excuse for staying at that house. It's my house, so please leave. You're saying the exact same thing as Hayek. Let me guess. Are you going to tell me to go live in the doghouse too? No, but that's such a good idea. Hayek is a genius. You will be living here but outside, so I don't need to see you. So you agree with him. I thought you were a kind person, but boy, was I wrong. I don't care about your opinion and don't want to argue right now. My husband pissed me off and I'm heartbroken now. I just want to spend time with my family. Okay, whatever. But I think you'll face problems later on, though. What problems? You'll see.
Did you pack your bags? Hurry, cause Zoe's having problems with you staying at our house. Leave the house as soon as you come home.
Can't believe you had the nerve to move all of my stuff into the hallway and gave her my room.
I thought that moving your stuff was gonna be easier for you.
I hate it when somebody touches my stuff. I've been telling you that since we dated. I also wasted my time arguing with you and driving to my company when I had time to do work instead. About the room situation, you could have just said something like, "Hey, this used to be her room and she feels comfortable, so can she have your room?"
So, that's not my problem. I don't need to ask you that because you won't live here anymore. Hey, there's some things in the room that are perfect for Zoe right now. A good speaker so she can listen to her favorite songs, a small meditation room, ooh, and a few aroma candles.
Yeah, something that I bought. She can have those if she pays for it.
She's heartbroken now, so aren't you nice enough to give it to her?
I would have let her if she wasn't a bitch to me.
She's not a bitch, she's just stressed out. Why don't you buy the same thing then?
You seriously have no common sense. Don't you usually ask the person who bought it first to see if it's okay to give away their stuff?
It's my house, so whatever's in this house is mine, and I have the right to decide, okay? Understood?
Wow, what happened to you? You were so nice at the beginning, but you turned into a scumbag. Fine. She can have those since I'm a nice person. I'll leave this house when I get home, but I'll ask you one more time. Are you sure that you want me to leave?
I never changed, you just think that. Thank you, yes, I want you to leave. I cleaned out the doghouse for you if you want somewhere to go.
I do have somewhere to go, so you didn't need to do that. I'll head home to get my stuff in a little bit and go to the clerk's office to file the divorce papers, because kicking me out means that you want to get a divorce, right?
When did I fill one out?
A few months ago. You don't remember? You said, let's fill one out just in case if something happens.
Oh, did I? No, I don't remember that, but I was fed up with you anyway, so please go ahead. Thank you for doing it for me.
No problem. Are you 100% sure about this? You guys are gonna face problems.
I just told you that it's fine. I also know that this is a threat, so I have no problem with you leaving.
Okay then. If something happens, I won't help you, okay?
Yeah, hurry up and come home. Where the hell are you? Pick up the phone! Why are you ignoring me?
I don't want anything to do with you. There's no need to talk.
Who cares about that? Can you explain why we're getting evicted? Pick up the phone or come here and talk about this.
I don't want to listen to your voice or see you, so I'll explain it here. I sold the house. That's it.
What do you mean you sold the house?
Well, your parents asked me to be the owner of the house, and I've been paying the mortgage this whole time, so I can do whatever I want, because it's my house, right?
Wait, you're joking. Why did they ask you?
I'm not joking. They got hooked on gambling and got into debt, and since they still haven't paid it off yet, they asked me if I could help them pay for the mortgage. They didn't tell you because they were embarrassed. Also, you probably didn't know this, but they are borrowing money from me. If you don't believe me, why don't you ask them? Sorry, but I have to laugh because I can just picture what your face looks like right now.
Why didn't you tell me if you knew about this? How much are they borrowing from you?
About 20 grand. I didn't tell you because you never believed what I said, so I thought it was a waste.
This is something important, though.
Yeah, even if I told you, you probably will say it's just an excuse to stay at that house. I mean, all I did was sold something that I didn't need anymore. You've done the same things before online, right? Selling something to earn some money. It's the same idea.
It's not the same thing. How dare you sell the house without asking me?
Ah, now you understand how it feels like to know things in such short notice? That's exactly how I felt when you invited Zoe and your parents to live in the house. If you still want to live there, the only option is to buy the house.
Buy the house? This was my parents' house to begin with, and should have been mine if you hadn't done something.
Excuse me, but whose fault is this? Even if you became the owner of the house, you probably couldn't pay the mortgage, so I did you a favor.
That's not true! I would have found another job or, I don't know, a full-time job.
I doubt that. You said that 2 times per week is enough for you, so I know that you would have had to ask someone for help. That doesn't matter to me anymore, though.
Wait, do my parents need to leave the house also?
Of course. Is there a reason for them to stay?
They're old! Are you seriously making them go through this?
Yes. Why don't you take care of them then? You're their son.
Yeah, I am, but...
Oh, right. You don't have money, so that's not possible. Let me talk to your parents then.
Why?
What do you mean, why? That doesn't matter to you.
Why am I getting kicked out? I thought you sold the house!
I canceled it because your parents begged me not to sell it. Plus, they still need to pay me back, so they made a deal with me. Find a job and pay me and the money they borrowed from me little by little and kick you out.
What? I'm so confused right now.
What's confusing? I canceled selling the house and your parents are staying, but not you.
Are you being serious right now? No, wait, how about Zoe?
Yes, I just talked to her and she said that she still wants to stay at the house. I know you're panicking right now, but it's funny how the family you care about don't really seem to care about you.
This is not possible. My family will never betray me. Where am I supposed to go then?
They just did. You're a grown adult, so why didn't you think about it?
Are you happy to make my life even more miserable? I already am getting the cold shoulder from my coworkers because they know about the divorce, and my friends cut ties with me. And I literally have no money. Do you know how I feel?
It's not good, right? Now do you know how I felt when you told me to leave the house and live in the doghouse? I'm done with you, so good luck with everything. And you better leave the house right now.
It's not a good feeling, okay? I'm so sorry, Leah. Wait, why don't we just get back together, huh? I still love you.
It's too late now. Plus, you never said I love you to me for 3 years. So I know that it means let me stay at the house because I have nowhere to go.
That's not true. If I didn't love you, I would have divorced you a long time ago.
But you didn't because you were using me for money, right? You don't need to lie to me because you said you were fed up with me. I think that's why you were saying jokes to hurt and piss me off recently because you didn't need me anymore.
Hey, did you think that I was serious about living in the doghouse? I was really joking about that, and I'm sorry if I hurt you, okay? Let's all live together like before. I'll go to the clerk's office and cancel that divorce, okay? Sounds good, right?
Absolutely not. I don't want to live with an asshole like you. If you want to cancel divorce, I'll call a lawyer to help me file for divorce.
Excuse me? I don't remember being one. What? Lawyer?
You were this whole time. I'm getting pissed off just thinking about what you did to me, so I'll divorce you no matter what. You probably can't pay for the lawyer, so why don't you give up?
Don't say that. Please help me. I don't have anywhere to live, and I'm so sorry for everything.
Sorry, but I really don't care at this point. If you can't find anywhere, how about the doghouse in the backyard?
Are you being serious right now?
Living in a doghouse doesn't sound that bad. You'll probably fit because Oreo was a large breed. Actually, you don't even deserve a doghouse, so why don't you live in a dumpster since you're trash? Hayek had no choice but to leave the house, and since he had nowhere to go and no money, he ended up being homeless. He quit his job because he felt awkward being there and is looking for a different job now, but is having a hard time since he only wants to work 1 to 2 times per week. He tries to reach out to me and his family, but everyone cut ties with him, so he's completely on his own. On the other hand, I'm living a stress-free life and even bought a dog and rebuilt Oreo's doghouse. Since it was a tad small for Hunter, I just hope that Hayek will not start living in it.